In a world of infinite streams and endless pixels, where does the physical meet the eternal? This is the Narrow Net. I'm Pastor James, and today we're logging in to uncover the spiritual truths hidden behind the stories we play and the culture we consume. Welcome to the Narrow Net. This is a space where we slow down and examine the stories that we play, the media we consume, and the habits that quietly shape us, especially in a digital world that forms instincts faster than reflection. In our first episode, we faced the night and dealt with the zombies and the skeletons. In the second, we exposed the shortcut of the witch and enchantments and potions. And now we confront a much more subtle temptation: the desire to build our own untouchable security. As your world expands in Minecraft, you realize a frustrating limitation. You cannot be everywhere at once. Zombies siege the doors. Skeletons roam the crops. Your walls are not enough, and you cannot sleep every night away. So what does the game offer as a solution? You mine iron. You stack 4 solid blocks. You place a carved pumpkin, and you assemble a towering guardian, the Iron Golem. The Golem solves a real problem because it does not sleep. It does not feel fear. It defends the vulnerable with tireless force. And notice the Golem isn't evil because it protects, it serves, it even offers flowers to the villagers. That distinction is critical. The danger is not that the thing that we build is bad. The danger is asking a created thing to become our ultimate source of security. What the game doesn't explain is that the name Golem carries a much older cultural history. Centuries of Jewish folklore have told stories about artificial beings formed from the earth and animated through sacred words, either on the forehead or in the mouth. One of the most famous later legends connects the Golem to the 16th century Prague, where a created protector was built to shield a vulnerable community. But in many of those tales, there's a catch. The created defender eventually becomes something its creator can no longer control. Why? Well, because created things were never designed to bear the full weight of providence. Now, idolatry doesn't begin often with spite. It begins usually with fear. It is our attempt to build something controllable, to carry a weight that only God can bear. Psalm 115 verses 4 through 8 warns us. It says, "Their idols are merely things of silver and gold shaped by human hands. They have mouths but cannot speak, eyes but cannot see. Those who will make idols will become like them, and so will all who trust in them." And look at the very next verse, verse 9. "O Israel, trust the Lord. He is your helper and your shield." So the question is not whether our tools are useful. The question is where our trust finally rests. There's a profound contrast here. The Golem can protect a villager, but it cannot be a villager. It can perform a function, but it does not bear the image of God. But you do, as the human player. You are not valuable simply because of an optimized output. You reflect the Imago Dei. Genesis 1, verse 27 reminds us that God created human beings in his own image. And Ephesians 2:10 calls us his masterpiece, created to walk in the good purposes he prepared for us. We were created to use tools, but we were never created to trust our tools to save us from being creatures. So don't just ask your child, what did you build to protect the village? Ask them, what do we build in real life? Because we're afraid to be vulnerable. We cannot build something that makes us untouchable. And as we'll see next time, we cannot build our own way out of exile. Next time on the Narrow Net, we step through the portal into the final consequences of separation. But until then, keep building, but keep your eyes on the light.